Thanks to all the wonderful Aptera investors, my fellow Aptera reservation holders, and our Aptera curious friends for tuning in again. A special thanks to all those who have subscribed. I am only a few away from 500 subs now. Aptera's Accelerator Program had another great week for this late in the program. Stay tuned to the end as there continues to be action in the Vehicle Leaderboards. In this video, I'm going to recap week 50 of Aptera's Accelerator Program, which ran from January 5th to January 11th. My numbers are based on the January 12th, 7:08 p.m. update. Nothing I say in this video should be considered investment advice. I am not an accountant or a financial advisor. Please do your own research before investing, and investing, especially in a pre-production startup company, is very risky. Aptera is still looking for a large-scale investment from an institutional investor or significant grant to start full-scale production, but it does seem like Aptera is about ready to start making production-intent vehicles to test. Aptera's total raise from crowdfunding is now just over $31.33 million between the Republic app and the Accelerator program. That is an increase of just under $640,000 from last week. Republic reports a total raised of $1,598,551, which is an increase from last week of only $6,353. Republic did add 4 new investors to reach a total of 1,418, which makes the average raised $1,127.30 per investor in the Republic program. The Accelerator program had another strong week. Aptera saw investments totaling $638,537 last week, which is a decrease from last week of almost $300,000. Aptera's Accelerator program is clearly heading to raise over $30 million, as the total invested is now almost $29.74 million. How much do you think the Accelerator program will raise by the end? Week 50 saw activity in 24 or almost half of the weeks. It took 2 charts to show all the data, and you can pause the video to look more closely at the changes. It was amazing to see that for the 6th week in a row, there was activity in investors in each of the first 9 weeks and week 11, and no net losses. Aptera's $2,000 investment promotion seems to still be working, as only 1 week had an increase of less than $2,000. Week 1 investors continued to overperform, investing another $24,843 to take the 4th largest increase from week 47 by a few $100s. Week 50 investors made a strong debut with $291,574.50 invested, and making up a little less than half of the total invested this week. Week 49 also had strong increases, coming in second at $79,905. Week 50 was also a great week for adding new investors to the program, with 39 new investors added. That makes 270 vehicle spots taken in the last 6 weeks. How long do you think it will take for the rest of the 190 vehicle spots to be secured? As to be expected, week 50 led the other weeks in investors added with 23 new investors. Next was week 49, which added 6 more investors, which was twice the 3 investors added to week 46. Weeks 47 and 48 added 2 new investors, and finally 1 investor was added each to weeks 1, 3, and 34. Week 50 brings the total number of investors to 1,804, leaving 196 vehicle spots. This week was about new investors. Aptera only added 7 prior investors for a total of 931, and 32 new investors were added for a new total of 873. But prior investors are still 52% of the investors program. However, 52% of the money raised has come from new investors. New investors have contributed about $15.39 million, while prior investors have made up about $14.33 million of the funds raised. Week 50's average was about average, with $12,677.15 for each of the new investors. Week 50 saw a slight dip in the overall average from the program of $6.04 to reach a new total of $16,483.27. This week sees a slight movement on the Accelerator Investors leaderboard, which could hint at a rivalry brewing. WG from Oklahoma did invest another $10,500, which only got them to the 5th spot on the investments leaderboard, because NB from Washington also made a small investment. Looking at the Vehicle Leaderboards, you can see why NB made a move. They currently hold the 10th vehicle spot, and if they did not invest, that would now be WG's spot. As calculated last week, WG would have taken the number 10 spot by a little over $2,000, but now they're trailing by $6,345. It will be interesting to see what happens next week. Will WG continue to invest, and will MB invest at least $4,155 to hold them off? Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, like and share to help our channel grow. And below you'll find links to our website, Evolv-Electric.org, our Twitter and Instagram